So for you, can you define enlightenment? And if there is enlightenment, do you think there are levels to enlightenment or only one enlightenment?
I would say ultimately there's only one enlightenment. So if I were to use that term, I would say being enlightened, it would be having full and accurate self-knowledge. And there's not, it's like, what are the levels? Like, how could there be a level? Like, either you know yourself or you don't. And that I prefer to use the term liberation as like, well, what's the goal we're going for? Because I in my books and stuff, I do distinguish that there's the enlightenment experience, which I also describe as the non-dual experience. And I do say that if you are not learning how to fully and authentically be yourself in this individuated and embodied reality, then it doesn't matter how many enlightenment experiences you have, you're not actually liberating yourself. So liberation would be, not only do I have full and complete accurate knowledge of the nature of myself, but I also have given myself full permission to authentically be myself here and now as I am, and I am aware of the ways that I might try and trap myself or bullshit myself or attach myself or withhold myself, and that I am now fully authentically liberated to be who I am here and now. And so this is where it's very different when, if we go to a spiritual tradition, it says, oh yeah, there's all these different levels of enlightenment, and that ultimately to be enlightened means that you're going to transcend the physical world in some way, and that maybe you're never coming back, or you're going to live in some rarefied state of consciousness. And that's where I say that is all just projection of the ego. None of that is quote unquote real. That's just like shit that the ego makes up for itself. And that really it's about either you're being here as yourself or you're not. And if you're not doing that, then you're not liberated. And if you are able to do that, and to do that consistently, then you're liberated. And if it's based on your knowledge of who and what you are, then you're liberated. And then, yeah, if we want to say enlightened, we can use that. So I do refer to myself as a liberated being, that I do know myself. It is my priority to be myself. I'm not going to apologize for that. And, you know, this is a place where I definitely have made people uncomfortable, because if you ask me, like, okay, so then who are you really? My answer is, well, I'm God, because that's all that God is, everyone and everything. It's you, it's me, it's this moment right now. And I know that. This is not a belief system of mine. I know that this is true because I've experienced myself as this. So I give myself permission to acknowledge I am God performing as the individual known as Martin. And I am also Martin, but Martin is a character that I am playing as this universal consciousness and being.